Hello! Today we're doing another sort of challenge where I'm not allowed to sacrifice more than, well, if I sacrifice, let's see, but I'm not allowed to sacrifice more than 5 stones. So if my, or I think I'm not allowed to sacrifice 5 stones. So if my opponent captures 5 stones, I'm going to resign. So let's see how it goes. I haven't tried this one before, but it's sort of like I have some experience with Capture Go and sort of, an extension of, so Capture Go is where you, um, the first one to capture 1 stone wins the game, which is a very good way to teach the game to new players, and also quite an interesting game in its own right. And you can extend it by saying that um, if you capture, the first to capture 5 stones wins the game and so on. So this is sort of like my opponent can win by capturing 5 stones, but it's asymmetric. I don't have the same winning condition, of course, because it's like a handicap. So I'll just be playing normally at first here, but I don't need to change my strategy too much since I still have this small, it's not like I can't give up any stones at all. But when I consider, jumping in, doing some innovation, I need to really consider it more than usual because um, any sacrifice is going to cost me a lot. So this white is building quite a big area here, but there's still some chance for me to jump inside, so I'll just continue playing from the outside for now. This looks like I'll probably be able to... Okay. Now I'm tempted to try this, but this is where I'm starting to be a bit nervous. I could also attach Hane, go down. Guess just attach is fine. I also should think about whether that is really the biggest thing right now or whether I should just play another big point. Probably another big point is the correct choice. Let's just take a large enclosure up here. And I'm going to be looking at this quite soon in the future, but if white solidifies this corner at the moment, it's probably not big enough. I can just continue playing large moves. And this area is very big, but it's also the only area white has got at the moment, so should be okay for me. So I'm not going to keep track of the captures myself since they are on the screen right here. You can see right now we both have captured 0. So if this number here, this is, I presume, the number of stones white has captured. If that reaches 5 or higher, I'm going to resign. And of course, I'm going to avoid getting to that point, is the point of the challenge. So if I were my opponent, I might think about playing like this is sort of a big area, but maybe it's even bigger to play probably an approach here, I would guess. Can also approach here, maybe just reduce this somehow. Lots of options. But I think this approach, since this is just one stone in a corner, it's usually, the fewer the stones in the corner, the bigger it is to play there, usually. That's a rule of thumb. opponent is taking it. Okay, finally. So yeah, this is a big point, but it's not really centered towards this. So once again, I could choose to come in here. The question is that going to be a center for me, do I think? And let's say I play here, white plays here. Like, I think my plan here is to descend. And if white just blocks from this side, I can connect out. It's not that big, actually. Like, compared to something like this move. So, let's start with this one. White could possibly like play this clamp. This is a bit more annoying than usual because if white clamps, this Atari is like, of course, allowing white to capture a stone is much bigger than usual when I have a limited amount of stones to sacrifice. Here I'm just going to, like this is pretty well placed as a pincer, so I'll just kick and play some shape here. Just simply like this. And white can live, of course, but it's a little bit cramped to play this sort of move. Sort of quite narrow shape. I guess I double Hana this. And okay, so white has this. Right now white can Atari and come out like this. It's just Atari and Atari, Atari, Atari. So how about I play here? And this is starting to look quite nice. And next up here, I don't think this is... Okay. I wasn't sure if this was actually sent to kill this group, but we decided to add a move. In that case... Where should I add a move now? I'm thinking probably something along this area. Um, Maybe just this jump. Not sure about the shape here. Maybe I should have played something more a bit further away. Like there's always this, if you have two weak connections next to each other, there's the problem that white might, if white peeps here and I need to connect, then it's a bit problematic. But I think in this case should be fine. I think this is big enough that I can play very sort of crude moves here. Just seal this in. Seal this area off. Like here, white is building at the same time, but I think I'm building more. So white has to jump in. And let's just kick. Probably play a move around here next. And then white can... It's pretty easy to live with this, probably. Like the question is, do I have enough? So now I have... Let's assume I just let white live here. I think this corner is probably mine. It's not easy for white to come in when I add this stone.
9, 8, 7, 6,
Um,
5,
so then I
4,
have, let's just do a rough
3,
count.
2,
Let's say
1.
this is like 6 by
2
9.
yoyoris left.
So this is like, let's say 50 points plus like 60. Maybe, let's say I have about 80 points.
9, 8, 7.
Okay, I'm just going to play this. And white has, let's call this, say 40 plus. It's somewhat close,
9,
I guess.
8.
So my goal here will be to force this to live small and then try to take this big point, I think. Hmm. It's a bit annoying. Yeah, we're going to take this point. And like if I play here, white can probably connect, but I think I will play here. And like this cut isn't really doing anything. And now white needs to be a little bit careful about this group. Let's poke the eye shape a little bit. Like this. So here, if white cuts here,
9,
yeah,
8,
this is a bit
7, 6, 5,
problematic.
4, 3.
I think I'll end up letting white connect here. Um, just connect here or something.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
I don't know. Yeah, that's annoying. Okay, but that's fine. I can give up. Like this this stone, that's fine. White's alive here now.
Nine, 8, 7,
So
6.
I take this. And we pray that that is enough. So if I back off here, white can just go down. I could think about this Hane, but white can capture it. If I go down here, white can go down here. So I think I need to play this one.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Yeah, let's do that. So now I have a pretty big follow-up here later on, but for now, that's annoying. White gets this nice shape. But at least I guess I can protect like this. It should make this Hane a bit bit less effective. Hmm. Okay, now this cut started to be a problem. I have a bad feeling about this game at this point. Doesn't feel great.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
If white
Yoyomi
cuts,
now
I can just
starts.
give up. Give up one stone, but I sort of don't want... I think we're far enough in the end game that it's okay for me to play this. Or maybe now I'd leave it, because this honey was... Like, otherwise white can cut and later on get this descend.
9, 8, 7, 6,
Do I
5,
have anything
4,
here?
3, 2, 1.
Let's use our last Pyomi.
Last Yoyomi.
Like this attach.
9, 8, 7, 6,
Hmm,
5.
looks a little bit interesting. White comes from this side. I was thinking this one. Uh, like I could also play here and capture one stone.
9, 8.
But like this, I have this cut, so white can maybe... Okay, white should probably have pushed here, I think. Okay, let's think about reducing this from the center. Let's try to be a little bit annoying.
9, 8, 7, 6,
While also
5.
remembering that I can't just sacrifice stones. But so far we're doing quite okay. This one stone here is still... I have two stones here up for grabs. One stone here. So I just need to be careful if white starts to capture. Like white captures this, it's a bit painful actually.
9, 8, 7.
I think I can move inside here. If white harness, I can jump. Get this nice point. This cut is not working. Let's push here. And push inside. This is not great for white. Normally I would play this Atari, but in this case I don't want to sacrifice one stone for no reason. No, this is starting to feel a bit better. I think I'll take this Atari to be safe with this group, and also there's some potential here that I can actually get some points in this area by squeezing this. And even this one is also Santa actually later on. Don't have to play it. So let's see. Let's pretend white has this Atari. Should I pull out like this or
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
this
4,
one?
3.
No, let's connect down here. I can't make much point here anyways, actually. Okay. What's best here? No, it's a bit tempting. Like, I need to be careful about this cut, of course. But it's a bit tempting to just maybe Atari push.
9, 8, 7, 6.
Not sure what's best. Like, I kind of want to use the fact that this is my center. If here, white can still connect.
9.
So I'll just play this one. It's annoying. I wanted to fix this weakness in center, but I don't think I
7,
can.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And like this is my center, but white plays this Hane, so it's not like a good exchange for me actually. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
This is a very big point actually. And actually this corner might be open right now because this Atari. Okay, it's quite slow. So can I connect here, or is white just going to capture this one stone? Probably.
9, 8.
So I'll descend. Do I care if white cuts here?
Nine, 8, 7.
It's fine. Like white can, I won't get any points in this area, but like this, I also don't lose any of my stones. So that's quite nice. I guess threaten the snapback. Maybe push an Atari to make potentially 2 points here if I connect. Problem is that white can play here and remove it all. So maybe I shouldn't have done that right now, actually.
9, 8, 7.
Okay, now I can
6,
think about
5,
this connection though.
4.
Threatening to cut here, since white can no longer capture this one stone. So white gave that to me. Hmm.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Let's push here once. If white goes down, there's this big follow-up. Oh, that's big also. Hmm. But white needs to be a little bit careful about this group. Like this has a center field to it right now. think I'll take this one. White has an eye over here, so it's not like white is going to die.
Nine, eight, seven, six,
Maybe I'll take this
5.
opportunity to give up one stone. There's some problems with my shape here actually. So we have our first capture. White captures one stone. Um,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
make these points. Not sure what else to do. Every move left is like just 1 or 2 points, it seems. That's strange. I wonder if that was a misclick or intentional. If I play from this side, white here, it's not working right. When white cuts, I can, like if I Atari here, white can capture 3 stones, but I will just extend. And it's nothing. This is Santa, though, for white. So that's something for white. I should get this Atari. So in the future, if white cuts here, I can always Atari from this side. If this stone comes out, I can just, doesn't go anywhere. Mm,
9, 8.
let's play this one. But I felt a bit bad about playing this Atari here since, yeah, so I don't mind. Yeah, white gets this, that's fine. But yeah, maybe that was actually bigger move in that area than this one. It's quite possible. So now we're just Atari here, then play this Hana Connect. Like this is, how big is this? When white pushes here, I should think, white pushes here, just keep nuking. Wait, white pushes, white, yeah, that's a bad idea.
9,
So white
8,
pushes, actually have to
7,
respond.
6, 5.
Okay, I'll add a move here, I guess. It's probably at least as big as this Hani here. And now white has this push in center. But I think I'll take this one. Unfortunately, I don't think there's anything. Okay, add move anyways. Was there anything? Atari, throw in Atari. Oh, it is working. So cool. Wait, Atari, throw in Atari, Atari, capture. Cool. Very cool. Okay.
9, 8,
Go down here. When white plays here, I'll probably add a move inside. Um, okay, I will have to add a move here anyways. So maybe that's the best. This cut is still not working. I can just Atari it down. And peeping doesn't do much. The last point should be this push.
9,
Actually, maybe I could have played this Atari before defending. Not sure. Uh, I think that's about it. So we managed to just hit rematch directly. No thanks. I think I'll count this as I didn't really make this clear beforehand, but probably I should count this as a captured stone. If a stone is clearly captured, but my opponent is not going to take it off the board, I'll still count it as captured. Um, so that brings us up to 2 captured stones, so we did pretty well. We managed to keep the game quite peaceful. Like it was a very, let's see, in the opening, white built their area, I built my area, and then there were some invasions, but we just let white live. First white lives small here, then white lives here. I probably could have handled this better, but I just wanted to, okay, so now I just let it live. I secured my points in the corner, I secured this side, and I won't take this point, which I thought was quite big. But maybe I should have played from the center first. Like I said, it's a bit slow, this one. And white gets this nice shape. But I got to play from the center anyways. Like this white's move is probably a bit slow, even though it's a bit annoying to think about this cut. Actually, I can just Atari from underneath, so it doesn't do much. And this is, I think, like what's the score at this point? I'm a bit ahead, but not huge. Probably comfortably winning for black, but wouldn't say white is completely lost. But after this, like white could definitely have handled this better. Like in the end, I got so far in with the stones, like getting all the way in here, and also getting this Atari. It's quite nice shape. So white played some moves just to deny me points here, while I got some moves which were worth points. So at this point, I'm wondering if white could just maybe like this or something. I think just a move around here might be possible. If white comes here, black might push. And it's a bit more tricky, but still, maybe it's actually... Maybe it's okay for white. White has this cutting point. This took, like, black tries to come in, white can just cut on this side. So yeah, might be able to play this one. Of course, like black has this. mm, yeah, let's assume we play this. Like black can connect up all the stones, but white keeps so much more of the territory. I think this is much better for white. Still, of course, it says black is winning by a lot now, but I think so. Maybe that means that white should actually be much more aggressive here and try to. I don't know if it's even possible to think about, but then try to think about attacking the stone a little bit before coming back and defending. So if maybe getting this exchange in is, an improvement for white. But again, so quite like I said, quite a simple, quite a peaceful game. Maybe I'll try this again, and maybe we'll get some more hard decisions about which stones to give up and not. But I hope you found it interesting, and thank you for watching.